year I get to choose the people, my wife and I get to choose the people who are deserving of an award. And we give people all sorts of, people get awards from all sorts of places. But now I'll get to the award like this. Do we give you a cash prize, or do we give you a little golden cup or something, or do we give you a medal? No. We give you a plastic baboon in gold. And a photocopy of the certificate signed by me. And I know people all over the world are really quite chuffed with this. So Corinna, can you bring it up, please? Bring up the list of certificates and our family painted golden baboons. Because I tell you what, all the years of drinking too much and smoking, my arteries are so hard these days I can't remember. I can't remember who got the awards. So Corinna, who got first? You know, I just told Mike and Ruby they weren't allowed to leave the room. It wasn't really because I didn't want them to put the box of books in their car. But for the last couple of years they have been running CFZ Australia and they've done a damn good job of it. We first had a overseas branch when Nick Redfern moved to America in 2001, and I have always wanted to have Centre for Fortean Zoology Australia because Australia is one of the most amazing countries from a cryptozoological point of view. So Mike, so Ruby, come up and get your badly painted golden baboon. And you get a hug from my wife. Has anyone thought that Max Blake at the back was getting a little overzealous with the smoke machine?
It's fine.
If there are any asthmatics in the audience, I'm very sorry. Max Blake actually is an asthmatic. So certainly right. Who we got next? I always end up having to tell lies. Because each year is one of my favourite things, is managing to keep the members of the people who are going to get the award, keep them in the room. So I always have to tell lies to them. Stuart, where are you? I told you that, what? Stuart, come here, you horrible man. Somebody else take over the spotlight. And Kieran, where are you?
Hello.
I lied to your father. I told him that you weren't allowed to go home and go to bed because you were getting an award. Well, you are. But so's he. Stuart, Kieran, my dears, you have worked so hard this weekend. You knew nothing about Fortean or cryptozoology or anything. You got thrown in at the deep end. And you even came to the cocktail party and drank my tequila. No, he didn't drink the tequila, but Stuart did. So I'm so really proud of you. How old are you? Okay, another 4 years, you can come out to tequila. Another 6 years, you can do it.
6?
No, come on, you were drinking my tequila from the age of 14. Oh God, your mother's in the audience, oh dear. Kay, like you knew, you didn't know that I was giving him tequila from the age of 14. Oh, no, I've already told Greg that he's got to be 14 before he can sneak drinks from me.
But I'm 50.
Ross, dear boy, if you want some tequila, ask your mother.
We've been distracted and haven't given a round of applause to Stu.
Okay, there was somebody who I had to introduce you to last night, and I don't know, I am so impressed with what she has done today. Oh yeah. Come on up, baby. Harriet Waddle, the star reporter of the CFZ, and I can't think of anybody more deserving to have the golden baboon. Well, quite often when I'm doing giving these awards, they are awards to new people who just arrived in the CFZ family. But on this occasion, I am really, really embarrassed. There are two people who really should have had awards years ago. First of all, there is a man who, I don't know if any of you remember, about a year ago, just before last year's Weird Weekend, I was complaining that my computers died and I had no money to get them repaired. There's a man in the audience who in this last year has donated incredibly generous sums of money. He sponsored this year's Weird Weekend. He's bought us computer equipment. He's given us money. He sponsors the Weird Weekend. He's been my friend for about 15 years. Stephen, get down here. The world's first pagan magistrate. No, that's not some weird neo-pagan thing. He actually is a magistrate in Wakefield and a pagan. He's been my friend for an awful long time, and he really deserves this. Thank you. Now, there are actually two more to give, but one more to somebody who's actually in this room. Lars, you've been doing free DNA stuff for us for bloody years. I don't know why you haven't had a gold baboon a long time ago. And now you have put various other organisations to shame by proving the big authority in Britain, if I may coin a phrase, Lars Thomas. Okay, there are actually two people who should have been with us tonight, but it didn't work out that way. I don't know how many of you saw my talk this afternoon, but we would never have gone to Texas if it wasn't for the kindness of two people.
I don't know if you guys are going to come to the Weird Weekend. I hope you do, because it'd be lovely to see you. But one thing you may or may not know is each year at the Weird Weekend, we give the CFZ equivalent of the Purple Heart. And there's no doubt that if you've been here this year at the Weird Weekend, if you were here in August, you'd be getting the CFZ version of the Purple Heart. But we're not so tacky as to give away coloured versions of body parts. We give away a plastic baboon painted gold.
Oh.
So, Harry and Richie, whether or not you're at the Weird Weekend this year, this piece of footage will be shown at the Weird Weekend this year. This year's first ever recipients of the 2010 Golden Baboon Award.
That's so cool.
Hooray! Okay, usually there's about 150 drunk 14s waving around about and cheering.
I hope we're there.
And you usually get the chance to see me sing In the Flesh by Pink Floyd with stupid words. But congratulations, my dears.
Thank you. Oh, here we are.
Oh, thank you. I've got that in my briefcase.
Oh, that is great.
Oh, that's it, my dears. That's it for another year.